We are rolling.
Oh, ready.
Yep. All right. So here we are in the wonderful city of Minakami with a wonderful guy by the name of Dex.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Who's been here for what, 25 years, you said?
Well, not straight.
Okay.
Yeah, my first year in Japan was 93.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to Gunma right away in 93. Then I was, I started off in Tsu, then in Mieken.
Okay.
Found a job and they needed a teacher up in Maebashi, so they moved me to Gunma-ken right away.
Okay.
So October, November 93. And then I ended up staying in Maebashi and Takasaki in the city parts, city areas of Gunma, right up until about 97.
All right, so like 4 years.
Yeah, 96, 97. But within that time, I had found Minakami. I had come up as a customer to go rafting and then found that I loved it and became a weekend rafting guide, did the training program.
Oh, that's how you started with the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I ended up going back to Toronto after 97. And then I would come every summer and be on the river every summer.
Yeah.
Until finally 2007, I said, that's it. I'm leaving and coming here permanently.
So what, you were teaching and river raft, or like being a rafting guide from 93 to 97?
Well, yeah, probably from 95 to 97.
Okay, and then you went back to Toronto, and what were you up to there?
I went back to do a broadcasting course.
Okay.
I wanted to be a sports television broadcaster. And I ended up doing the course and then sort of not finding a job right away because, I mean, everybody wants to do that, right?
Yeah.
But there was one national network called TSN, the Sports Network.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, a guy that I met when I was bartending, of course you have to do something to pay the bills, guy that I met became a friend of mine eventually, but I got talking to him and he said, well, there's a new sports network opening up and they're looking for staff and blah, blah, blah. So, boom, Sportsnet opens, gets on the air. I get hired with Sportsnet, and so I spent the next few years as a sports television producer.
Okay.
Which is what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was, like...
So, wait, though, hold up. Like, that was like a dream job?
Yeah, you would say, I would definitely say so. I would still say so. It's because I was such a sports fan. So I was a fanatic. So being able to make a living and bring home a paycheck, originally by just watching games, and then by writing about them, and then creating, not so much highlight packages, but that's how you get in, is making the highlight packages. That's entry level. But then making features, like creating features and really diving deep into a story, a person, a person's backstory, a person's history, a person of interest, you know?
Right. Well, I just think that's so cool that you checked that dream job, done.
Yeah.
Minakami, let's go. Was that kind of...
Yeah, it really was. It's like, I missed, I was here and loved it here so much that every time I was at home doing this dream job, I still wanted to be here.
Yeah.
And so, the summers, it was funny because I got to a point in that job where I became a freelancer. I was able to choose my assignments.
Gotcha.
And so I just stopped doing any summer assignments so that I could come back here every summer and be on the river.
Yeah.
And then eventually I just realized that I loved this location more than I loved that job.
Yeah.
And a funny thing happens when you get into a dream job anyway. It stops
becoming a dream job?
Well, the adjective changes. You know, it's still a job.
Right.
You know, the noun is still job.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I was, after 10 or 11 years, I was ready to make sports my hobby again. But I had another passion, and even while I was doing that job in Toronto, I was going to cooking school, and I love food.
Yeah.
So I was able to come back in 2007. The guys that I had worked with previously rafting all the time, they knew about my cooking school experience.
Yeah.
And so Mike calls me up and he said, we've got a new base. That's over at Canyons there.
Oh, I think it's called Minakami Base.
No, it's called Canyons.
Oh, okay, the can. Yeah.
He says, we've got a new base. It's got a kitchen. It's got a restaurant, a cafe. We need a chef. You want to come and join us again? Yeah. So I came over that summer of 2007, checked it all out, went back home, got rid of everything. House, car, relationships, everything just ended. And from the start of 2008 until right now, I've been...
So here we are with Dex, who pointed out the fact that there's an abandoned, really nice modern hotel right nearby. So we're going to go look at that. Come on, let's go.
Let's have a walk.
Look at this sucker.
I've never actually walked through the property. I haven't gotten that close. I just drive by it usually.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a nice stone table.
Oh shit! Didn't even notice. It's like a tomb.
I was gonna say it's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, maybe Aslan's here. That is a very nice table. You could eat breakfast here. You could eat lunch. And there's the hotel. Look at that thing. That's a good looking hotel. And did you say that you knew the person who, or wait, no, you were just asking your friend about it.
Yeah, he was saying nobody uses it because it's too expensive for them. In terms of the running costs, though, if you can populate the place, it pays for itself.
Exactly. And if you have like a steady stream of really DIY concerts on a mountaintop.
Yeah. This is a great place for people staying here to go to the concert. They don't have to camp.
Well, you know, man, I mean, not to run with an idea. God damn. They even got the slippers are still in there. All lined up and neat.
I
Wow.
happen to know a chef who can sort of service them.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be me.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do
Service
it.
all the food and bev needs and...
Man, oh shit. You could, that would be like, it'd be like a rock and roll castle.
Yeah. And I actually have I'm part of a concierge group.
All right.
So yeah, we could service all.
I got some amps. Let's go do the stuff. What we got? Rainbow.
Chasing rainbows.
Hell yeah, I saw a massive one the other day.
The thing about Minakami is it's an hour from Tokyo on the bullet train.
66 minutes.
66 minutes. So you could conceivably just rent vans on this side to run a shuttle from Tokyo.
Yeah, you could do that too.
So it's really, of all the resort towns around the area, probably one of the most convenient.
Well, you know the thing,
From Tokyo.
like I have nothing but good things to say about Minakami, but one thing that strikes me about it is, as a resort town, it totally doesn't feel like it feels like a town.
Yeah, absolutely. It
Right.
doesn't, at the moment, it doesn't cater to domestic tourism, or sorry, inbound tourism at all.
Yeah.
It caters to domestic tourism quite well. People do drive it in their cars, can go to the restaurants in town, go up to the ski joes. But you'll notice that when you get up to the ski joes, there's nothing there but ski joes. So there's no après, there's no bars and restaurants or anything up there. So people ski off the mountain.
There's no bars or restaurants up there?
People ski off the mountain. They have to, if they want to go to a bar or a restaurant, they have to drive for half an hour to get into town.
Wow.
By the time they do that, most people just say, screw it, let's get back on the highway and go home.